I want to touch onto your premiere week actually, because y'all, I'm gonna go there because this okay, Tuesday, you guys gotta watch his Tuesday show because that was the biggest premiere in daytime. Please watch it. Um, but on Thursday show, um, something quite had to happen because there was, and I'm not going to name, I'm not doing names, you guys, I'm not, but there was a so-called person who was supposed to be onto your show, but unfortunately, something had happened to where your team had to pull that interview and re-upload that episode. So, what was going on that day for you? Like, seriously, what was going on with you during that entire day? What was your thoughts, your process, everything? We need to hear this.
It was let me tell you something. It was out of nowhere. And
Yes.
my whole team, including you, because I texted you on that day too, was in confusion.
Yeah.
Everybody's first response was, "What? What? Huh? What? What? What's going on? What happened?" So with my team, I'm confused as well because I don't know what the hell is going on. So let me just start here. For our premiere week, on Thursday, September 12th, the whole show was supposed to be in my monologue. I honored 9/11 because that was the episode after 9/11, the
Yeah.
tragedy, the hijacked attack in 2001. So I remembered 9/11, and then the interview was as a daytime exclusive, probably the only daytime exclusive I'm going to have in the season because that's not really what I do. That's not my thing. That's more of Damian's thing. If you wanted to do an exclusive, it's
Malik.
more of Damian's thing.
Yes.
I tell you.
Yes.
So that was probably going to be the only exclusive of my show, and it aired. It got to air. We
It
did we
did.
hope we did a whole promotional run earlier that week. We promoted that this individual was going to be on the show September the 12th. That individual messaged me saying, "Look, hey, happy for you. Have a great season. I can't wait for September the 12th." I say, "Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool." Right? And so we lead up to September the 12th, and the episode airs in the morning because my shows
Mhm.
air in the morning at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. A couple hours after, we go to promoting on our social media, how our digital team does. They share little clips on social media, however that goes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And after that individual saw the social clips being on social media from the show that he was on, he texted me and he started going off, first of all, losing his mind, like he just lost his bike. Like he's like somebody just stole his entire social security. I ain't lying to you. And I'm like, relax, relax. And it was all, let me tell you the truth, it was all because of Damian. Now, in no way, shape, or form is this all blamed on Damian. I'm just saying he went off because of Damian's response. So apparently,
Which
human
was
beings.
nothing. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. My response, you guys, it was nothing bad or negative, just nothing. I was just expressing what I was feeling, from, that particular, clip of that interview. That was all. That was all. But continue on, Chris TJ.
That was it. So apparently, according to this individual, human beings aren't allowed to have opinions about my show. My keyword, y'all hear it? Y'all hear it? My show.
Mm-hmm.
So Damien didn't have anything to do with this episode. He didn't have anything
Oh,
to do with he wasn't even there for the interview. He wasn't even
oh,
there for the show. So he just made a comment, an opinion about this episode, about my guest that was on my show.
yeah.
And apparently this individual can't handle the truth or can't handle opinions made by people. And so he just went out. I don't take my episode down, take my name down, take my face down, whatever he was saying. And I'm like, look, I hear you, but you have to grow up. You can't forever be stuck in a world where you are clueless, you are brainless, where you can't handle other people's opinions about yourself.
Yeah.
You have to grow up and realize this world ain't also so sweet, buttery pancakes and bacon.
Come on.
This world is a harsh, cruel, disgusting, chaotic world. Not everyone is going to be nice. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to have something nice to say about you. But you have to be the individual that you are. You have to be the mature person that you are. Grow up and say, look, this doesn't bother me. This individual's comment doesn't bother me. That's your opinion. If you think he could have said this, besides texting me, I don't know why he texted me like I texted anything, but he could have texted Damian or me or my team or something and said, look, or he couldn't even have said anything at all. He could have kept it to himself. Say, look, this is Damian's comment of myself. I'm going to respect it and I'm going to move on like I'm supposed to do. You aren't supposed to stick on one person and be just stupid or just stuck on one person's life because of something they said. Yeah. And this is what got him. I messaged him and I told him all of this that I'm saying right now. I told him all of this and I said, look, you have to grow up, man. He started calling me out of my name again. He started calling me a bitch and all these kind of names and stuff like that, and all these racial slurs, and which was kind of unnecessary, but okay. Yeah. But me being me, I kept my cool and I said, look, this don't bother me. Yeah. You calling me out of my name don't bother me. Yeah. I'm so much more than what you are calling me. And it clearly explains right now. The example is in front of us. I'm so much more than the name that you are calling me because apparently you have to call me the name. Yeah. This ain't no cat fight. You ain't gonna be calling me no bitch and I ain't gonna be calling you no bitch. Right? Look, my name is my name. If you feel like you need to call me out of my name, you do you. I ain't gonna stop you. That just shows your character, not mine. Shows your character. It shows your level of immaturity. It shows your level of disrespect and disregard to humanity. So I told him, I said, look, are you really upset on what Damian commented on my show? He said, no, it's just the fact that you let him. It's the fact that you sat up and let. I ain't let nobody do nothing. I have a show that has a purpose. I have a show that I allow people to have opinions and allow people to have conversations. Yes. I'm not allowing anything. So I told him, I say, are you really upset about this person's comment? I said, whoa. Haven't you said worse to him? Haven't you just said worse about him? And you put it on social media. You said worse about him. And he said, he got quiet. He said, I can't argue with the truth. You're damn right you can't argue with the truth. You have sat up on social media. You have sat up behind the scenes and said worse about Damian, calling him out of his name, calling him a whole bunch of things, calling him a whole bunch of racial and inhumane things about Damian. And he only said that your mouth needs to be dealt with because you have too much mouth. Let that sink in. To the viewers at home, let that sink in. To anybody, I want to give a statement to anybody who are dealing with anyone. It could be at school or in public or whatever, on social media. If you are dealing with somebody who is just harassing and bullying and just antagonizing all the time, over and over. Don't feed into the bait. Don't feed into the nonsense. Don't feed into it. Just step back and say, look, this is how this person is going to be. I can't change a person. You know that quote when they say you can take a person out of the hood, but you can take a person out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the person.
Mm.
This is basically that example. You can't take the antagonizing out of the person. So let me warn you guys. Apparently, I got to warn this individual as well because they can't take the heat. Social media in the world alone is a cruel place. And if you can't handle anything, then you don't need to be on social media. You don't need to be. Period. If you can't take the heat, you should have never brought your behind on my show.
It's ooh.
You know what you were saying. You know what you did when you did that interview. You know what you were getting yourself into when you did that interview. You should have never brought your ass on my show and sat up there and waited to the last minute to pull.
And that was so uncalled for. Like
It's
seriously,
unprofessional.
unprofessional. Yes, unprofessional.
Very unprofessional, very uncalled for, very immature of a person to do that. But I am glad God was on my side and
Yeah,
my team could remove the whole thing, remove the whole situation, and really rebrand that episode and bring the light into it. Because truth be told, I didn't even really want to air that episode to begin with. Let me
yeah,
just be told. I didn't want to air that interview to begin with because of what has transpired over the last couple of months. If you guys didn't know, that individual is no longer here at Single Productions. And after that situation happened, I really didn't want to air the interview anyway.
hmm
But I was kind of, you know, pushed to do that, to air that interview because we already had a long slate going on and I didn't want to mess anything up. So we had to
right,
do that.
right.
But it really, how I felt was really aggravated and really felt disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
Felt aggravated and disrespected that I can allow somebody to do that to me, my brand, and my premiere week. Your premiere week's always supposed to be special to that host. It's always supposed to be because that is the first week you're going to remember. At the end of my season, the first memory that will come to my brain is my premiere show or my premiere week. And now, for me, my experience, I have to go back and say, look, I have to go back at the end of my season in the summer of 2025. I have to say, damn, remember my premiere week? It was so hectic.
Yeah.
This one individual pulled my show because of their own insecurities, because of their own disregard, because of their own inconsistencies and unprofessionalism. I have to remember that throughout the whole show, throughout the whole series. Even if we go season and season and season and season, don't matter. Throughout the whole series, I have to go back and remember my first show. No, excuse me. My second ever show was messed up by some individual who's inconsistent, who's insecure, who is just unprofessional,
Mm-hmm.
who's inhumane.
That was so uncalled for. Like, really, I'm glad. Like, because you guys know I have a show called Damian. And I'm glad that my team and then myself, we decided not to even air his interview for season 2 because that would have been probably the same exact situation as Prince DJ is in.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, because here's what is bothering me, y'all, seriously. Because this individual had told all of us, me, Prince TJ, Brian Air, the whole team at Senior Production, he had told us that he was a changed man. He was going to change, do this and that. But oh my freaking gosh, you're going back to your same old patterns, blasting me out on social media because you guys, I was bullied over during Prince TJ's premiere week. Uh, this individual was posting me onto his social media. He found all sorts of photos from all my different social medias, just bullying me, calling me out names, this and that. What that did, you guys? The old Daniel will probably have did something, but Prince TJ, he texted me, and I'm so glad seeing that text because he was like, Damian, if you're seeing what's happening, just stay calm, stay peaceful. That's what I did, y'all. That's what I did. Cause I let that person talk about me, whatever. But I was like, I'm the bigger person over here. I know my character. I know what I'm all about. You could do whatever. Like seriously. And I know once this airs out, I know this person's gonna come for us. Quite frankly, I really don't care at this point. At this point, I really don't. This is our story. This is what we have been feeling, and we want to, share with you guys because you guys may be going through the exact same situation, or possibly something similar. We try to help you guys out. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Right, right.
so we know that this person's going to come for us. Do this and that. We don't care. We honestly don't care because we know what we're all about. We do, and that
And,
person over there is just unprofessional and he has, I'm sorry to do this, but he has a so-called a talk show coming out which is not going to last because he was like telling me, oh Daniel, where's this and that. Don't worry about what I got coming out because my content has always been out. Where is all of yours? Where's yours? Let's speak on you. Don't speak on me.